There is more turbulence tonight surrounding the island airport as the premier says the province is going to take over Toronto's role in it.
Calling it a crown jewel, Doug Ford says the province will expropriate Billy Bishop Airport to allow its expansion and the introduction of jets. CTV's Queen's Park Bureau Chief Siobhan Morris is live tonight at Queen's Park. And Siobhan, the premier is suggesting this is all part of a bigger plan.
It really is. He says it's important for the economy of the city and of the province, and it really fits in with a series of other announcements we've heard from the province over the last few weeks. The premier calls it a crown jewel. He laid out a plan to polish up Toronto's Island Airport when the mayor visited him at home this week.
I was very straightforward with her that we will be taking over the airport.
Not a negotiation, an expropriation of sorts. Ontario will push Toronto out of the three-way deal that governs the airport. The federal government and Toronto Port Authority also have a stake.
We're in an economic war right now with the U.S. We need every tool we can to create more opportunities.
For Doug Ford, that means jets at Billy Bishop, able to reach destinations like Vancouver and the Caribbean without having to go to Pearson. Don't expect a 747 touching down on the island, but Ford can't say where he'd draw the line on size and sound.
We have to consult again. We'll see the noise levels between the jets and the props, but I go back to this is going to be an economic driver. It'll create thousands of jobs.
While the Trudeau government shut down a pitch for jets on the island, yesterday the federal transport minister was non-committal.
I think it's incumbent on all of us, through the lens of this airport being a good neighbor and a good corporate citizen in this city, to look at what the future might hold in terms of its development. One
local MP says this is a nuanced conversation.
The issue isn't jets, frankly. The issue is making the best use possible out of this critically important asset on Toronto's waterfront.
The premier is envisioning a totally different waterfront.
So wouldn't it be great if they just flew into Ontario? The island airport, got off and had transportation by a boat pulling into the convention center, the hotels.
Ford is considering filling in part of Lake Ontario to build a 2 million square foot convention center, putting it within reach of the new Ontario Place.
Enjoying the water slides or the amphitheater at night, or walking through the park.
Critics are dismissing it as more fantasy than plan. The premier insists this is just about the airport, that he isn't looking at taking over other waterfront properties, including the exhibition grounds. Reporting live from Queen's Park, I'm Siobhan Morris. Nathan and Michelle, back to you.
Thank you, Siobhan.